Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel for another video. So over Memorial Day weekend, the family and I hit our local lake where I decided at the last moment to try and shoot some minimalistic fine art photos. So like the video, subscribe if you're new, intro first, then we'll get into it. Okay, so I'll set the scene here. So here we are on Memorial Day weekend, nothing going on, nothing planned, and chilling at home, holding the furniture down. The kids wanted to do something, so we hit Lake Lahontan, which is a nearby lake and reservoir. I grabbed my camera bag and we take the 25-minute drive. Now I'm just snapping shots of lizards and my kids when all of a sudden it hit me. This is a great chance for me to try some long exposures for some minimalistic fine art shots. Now, I'm a big fan of Gary Gough, who has a channel here on YouTube. So if you haven't done so already, I recommend you check out his stuff. I'll link his channel in the description below. Gary does some outstanding minimalistic fine art, and I've wanted to kind of mimic, if you will, some of the stuff that he does. However, he has access to various beaches and lives fairly close to the ocean, whereas I live smack dab in the middle of the desert. So pretty hard to get shots even remotely similar. Anyway, so I grabbed my camera and I rummaged through my bag to find that I only brought my Sigma 150-600, my 17-50, and my 85mm. Now the camera I brought was my R7, so there's going to be a 1.6 times crop on whatever I use. So my best and honestly only option was the 17-50. Now usually this lake is pretty low when it comes to water, but on this occasion the water level was pretty high. So much so that the water had invaded a few of the campgrounds, leaving various items just standing in the water. This was perfect. So excited, I run to my car and I open the trunk to grab my tripod, only to find I didn't bring it. The only thing that I had was my old monopod that I keep in the back of the car for emergencies. This was one of those emergencies. However, a monopod is never anyone's first choice when it comes to long exposures, but I had to do what I had to do. So I put my ND filter on my lens, I put my camera on the monopod, and the only way I could get the monopod to stay still was to force it down into the wet sand. So I hope you're following the theme here. If it's not, it's easy. I was 1000% unprepared. No tripod, less than ideal lens options, and to top it off, I forgot my reading glasses because yeah, my eyes suck. So I had placed the monopod down low into the sand, so I couldn't use the viewfinder, so I had to rely on the rear screen. But without my reading glasses, I couldn't make heads or tails out of anything. So instead of manually focusing, I tried my luck at using the autofocus for the shots. Here's what I captured. Now, as you can see, these aren't bad, especially for no tripod. Getting lucky with the autofocus, having a monopod stuck in the ground to keep the camera steady, and a less than stellar lens. But as a first ever attempt, I'd say it was a success, only because it's crucial to learn from your mistakes. And this is a lesson that I'm gonna learn from. But the moral of the story is this: don't be afraid to fail. I had zero expectation of these shots even being half as good as they turned out. With all the unpreparedness and lack of gear on hand, I did the best I could with the hand that I was dealt. And that in and of itself is a success, because you only fail if you don't try. Are these even close to the quality of Gary Gough? That's laughable. Absolutely not even close. But it's a first step, and that excites me for what's to come. I have some things planned in the next month and a half that I can't wait for, and I'm gonna be bringing you along for that ride. Anyway, this video has gone long enough, so remember to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell for all the upcoming awesomeness. And with that being said, don't be afraid to fail. Get out and shoot. I will see you in the next video.